today's topic at HSE Mindset MM channels live program. We are going to see the job safety analysis. So the job safety analysis is one of the major steps in occupational health and safety. So when you are working as a safety officer or any kind of safety professional, you must know the job safety analysis, how to do what is the importance of the job safety analysis, how you can proceed for the job safety analysis. So you have to be very keen on to learn the job safety analysis. So when you are working as a safety or HSE professional, the job safety analysis makes important point. When you are not, doing the job safety analysis, it will lead to, complicated things being a safety professional, because each and every projects, the job safety analysis is required to submit for getting the permission from the client side or the higher side. So they always, for any kind of project jobs, they will ask the job safety analysis report, whatever small or big work you are doing in that, industry. So that's why this job safety analysis is important. So before proceed, I will ask you to please subscribe, share it and like it the channel for continuous, getting notified about our live programs and videos, whatever update you are getting. Then we have a 29th of this month, August, there will be a Zoom online training, paid training. So that's called risk assessments. How you can basically do the risk assessments and what are the different easy techniques for doing the risk assessments and the practical assessments. So, and there is an online discussion sessions also there. So it's a paid session that is comes around the August 29th, around 6 o'clock ISD time, 2 hours program. So 1,000 rupees for Indian money. So you can convert for other currencies also. So you can pay to through the it's all mentioned in that pamphlet and the slide itself. There is a slide is circulated through the all the YouTube, and here in the shorts also it's circulated. So it's a very good opportunity. You can learn and can share your experiences and get notified. For that you can get certificate also for attending, and those who are attending and finishing this risk assessment, online risk assessment, you will get a certificate also for that program. So don't forget to watch it. Then you can join it. So okay, now we are going to see the job safety analysis. So it's a breakdown. You see, the job safety analysis is a breakdown of jobs, breaking down the each and every jobs. It means gasketing, welding, grinding, any kind of job, you have to break into different steps. So in that each step, you have to identify the hazard. After identifying the hazard, you have to assess the risk. After identifying the risk, then you have to put the control measures. So that is the circle of the job safety analysis. We will see one by one. The first step is the breakdown of the job into steps. Jobs into steps. For example, welding. So how you can start? The site preparation is a first step. The last step, restoration of site. So you have to 1, 2, 3. You have to break down the job. Then identify the hazards for each step. Identifying the hazards for each step. First, break the jobs into steps. 1 step, 2nd step, 3rd step, 4th step, like that. So break down in the jobs into steps. Second one, identify the hazards for each step. You have to identify the hazard for each step. Then you have to assess the risk for each step. Assessing the risk for each step. Then you have to determining the controls. You have to determine the controls of the steps. Controls for each step. Then you have to be monitor job. You have to monitor the job. Then, so that is the end of that one. Finish and monitor the job. So here, break down the jobs into steps is the first step. Second one, identify the hazards for each step. Then you have to assess the risk for each step. Then you have to determine the control message. And the last one is monitor the job. Monitor the job. So that is the end of that steps. So people are monitor the job. So this is the steps involved for job safety analysis. So what is the benefit for this job safety analysis? That's a big question. You know, there is a risk assessments are there. Various other steps are involved. But here the benefits are, it's preventing the incident and injury. This job safety analysis preventing the incident and injury. Then it's improving the safety. It is improving the entire safety system. Then it increase the it's increase the overall morality, and also so it ensure the proper planning. It ensures the safety planning. We can say ensuring the safety planning. Then it's promoting the safety culture. This job safety analysis promoting the safety culture. So that's why this job safety analysis is important. So it's increasing the overall job safety culture and planning, and we can say it prevents the accidents and injuries. That's why this job safety analysis required, and also it's a proactive safety measures. It's a proactive safety measures. That's why it's a benefited. So job safety analysis, breaking down the job into steps. Breaking down the jobs into steps. Welding, gasketing, grinding, crane work, forklift work. So these all is a job. So for that job, for gasketing and welding is a job. Crane work is a job. Forklift is a job. In that job, you have to divide into steps. How you can divide? Each and every steps you have to make it steps. So in that each step, you have to find out the hazard. Identifying the hazard. After identifying the hazard, you have to assess the risk in that hazard. After assessing the risk, you have to determine the control measures for that risk. After the determining of the control measures, you can monitor the job. You can monitor, give the responsibility of the people and monitor the job. That is the last job. So this is the job safety analysis you have to do. So this is the steps you have to involve. Let's see in a hot work, welding, job safety analysis, how you can do it. Here there is an example. the job safety analysis for a welding in a kitchen. In a kitchen, there is a hot work. Welding. In a kitchen, there is a welding work. In that welding work, the work itself divided into steps. So, you see, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. So, divided into that welding work in a kitchen. It is called, the welding is called hot work. Welding is said to be hot work. This hot work done in a kitchen. Which kitchen? In a hotel kitchen. We can say in a hotel kitchen, there is a hot work welding done. So this hot work welding in a kitchen, hotel kitchen, the job safety analysis to be done. This job safety analysis divided into 6 parts. Number 1, job planning site preparation. First step, you can start for the welding. First step is job planning and site preparation. Then you have to identify the hazards. Then identifying the hazard means what are the hazards in that job planning and site inspection. What are they? First one, what will be hazard? Hazards are, there will be a improper planning. There is a chance of improper planning. Then you have a lack of planning. As I said, lack of planning, and site may be misunderstood, and lot of hazards are there in that place, and combustible materials are there, or the flammable materials are there. So during this job planning and site preparation, what will be the hazard means there will be a poor planning. Poor planning is a hazard. We can say poor planning is a hazard, and lack of planning also hazard, and so these things you have to be think. So in that case, the risk level is high. If they are not properly planning means it's a hazard. Then they are into poor planning, lack of manpower, or we can say in that case you have a high risk level. In that high risk level, then what will be the control measures? The appoint a person, identify all the hazards before starting the work. Identify all the hazards before starting the work. Then, so here you have to find the risk levels and everything. So once the control measures you have to put. Once you control measures put, then finally who is the responsible person? Safety officer or supervisor. So here jobs divided into steps. In that first step, what we have? Job planning and site inspection. In that job planning and site inspection, there will be a hazards. What are the hazards? Poor planning and unplanned events. Unplanned events. These are hazards. The risk level, how much? Low, medium, or high? High risk level. Then what will be the potential? Chances, potentiality are there. We can say now risk level here. Control measures. What will be the control measures? Control measures are you have to put the proper person for site inspection is a control measure, and also you have to assign the proper planning of inspection is a control measures. That is control measures. Then responsible person, supervisor or safety officer. This is the first step of job safety analysis. Then what will be the second step? The second step is equipment and tools. Second step, equipment and tool. In that equipment and tool, what will be the hazard? The hazard will be there is a chance of mishandling. And there will be a default machine may be there, or faulted machines. We can say faulted machine. That machine may cause the accident. So that is the hazard. The risk level is high. Then what will be the control measures? Check all the equipments before starting the job. So that is the control measures. Who will be the responsible person? The supervisor or safety officer is the responsible person. So that is the second step. Then third step, you have a prepare work area. So preparing the work area. So the person is going to do the welding work. Where? In a hotel kitchen. He has to do the welding work in a hotel kitchen. We have divided into the job into steps. We have seen 2 steps already. Number 1, job planning and site inspection. Number 2, equipment and tool preparations. So then equipment tool check. Then third one, you have a prepare work area. Preparing the work area. Here, what will be the hazards? Fire sparks. Fire sparks is the you have a hazard. Then what will be the risk level? High risk level. Then what will be the control measures? You must have the proper fire extinguishers and also removing the combustible materials. Removing the combustible material in that kitchen. Removing the combustible material in that kitchen. Fire catching material needs to be removed, and then you have to prepare the site. So that will be the, who is the responsible person there? Supervisor, welding supervisor or safety officer. So that is the third one, prepare work area. So I think you are following now job safety analysis. In the job safety analysis, the job here is welding. In that welding job, divided into steps. So in that each step, we are identifying the hazards and then assessing the risk in the job each step. Then after assessing the risk, putting the control measures and the responsible person. So what we have been seeing, step 1, job planning and site inspection. Step 2, equipment tool check. Then third one, prepare work area. So that we have seen just now. The fourth one, welding. So now he is going to start the welding. So in that welding, what will be the, so job step is welding. So then what will be the hazards? Identify the hazards. Fire, burn, and fire, burn are the hazards. Then what will be the risk level? High chance of fire and burn. So it means risk level is high. Then what will be the potential, what will be the control measures? Control measures are PPE, personal protective equipment, gloves, hat, coverall, safety boot. So these all the thing comes as a control measures. PPE, fire extinguishers, fire blanket. So these all needs to be kept and it's sealed, welding sealed, face sealed. So this all needs to be required in that area. So that will be the control measures. Then who is responsible person? Safety officer and supervisor, welding supervisor. So that is the fourth one. Then fifth one, gas cylinder is also gas cylinder usage. The fifth step is a gas cylinder usage. So what will be the here? The job step is gas cylinder usage. Then what will be the potential hazard? There is a chance of gas cylinder leakage. There is a chance of burst, explosion from the gas cylinder. So that is the potential, that is the hazards. The risk level, definitely it's a high risk, and keeping the gas cylinder in direct sunlight also problem, that is also hazard. So these theories are hazards. Then risk level is high. Then what will be the control measures? Always keep the gas cylinders in upright positions. Gas cylinder always in an upright position, not in a direct sunlight, and always keep fire extinguishers nearby gas cylinder, and always check the gas cylinder, gas pressure and everything before starting the work. That will be the control measures. Then who will be what will be the responsible person? The safety supervisor and welding supervisor. Safety officer and welding supervisor is the responsible person. So that we have seen a fifth point. Then sixth one, job completion. So welding completed. Now this welding job itself, there is another another control measures is getting the permit to work system. Getting the permit to work system. Okay. Now we have a sixth one, job completion is a job step. Then what will be the hazard? If there is no proper completion of job, there will be a remnant of any any fire or any spark or any unattended material there. There is a chance of accident, incident or fire. That's why site properly cleared. So that will be the things. Here the risk level is high also. Then what will be the control measures? Once the job completed, inspect the place and close the permit to work system. Close the permit to work system after seeing everything. Safety officer and supervisor seeing the area and clearing permit to work system and hand over to the client. That will be the control measures. There is a responsible person, safety supervisor, safety officer and a welding supervisor. So these are the steps involved for job safety analysis. So you have to do it these kind of arrangements. Job safety analysis is a simple step dividing each job into steps. In each job into steps, and then each step you have to find the hazards. After finding the hazards, you have to assess the risk. After assessing the risk, you have to put the control measures. After putting control measures, you have to mention the responsible person, safety officer or supervisor. So this is the circle of the job safety analysis what we have seen. So those who are as a safety officer or any HSE professional, you must know this kind of job safety analysis. When you are working as a safety officer, somebody's one of your company taking one job for your client side. So you have to ask the permission from the client side. For example, oil and gas is a client, big clients are there. You may be contractor. So when a contractor going and contacting the client safety department, what they will ask you to submit the contract copy, maybe that's enough. But you have to submit the permit to work system application and also job safety analysis report. So which job you are going to take in that company, whether you are going to take welding, gasketing, grinding or any other work. But when you are taking that work, you have to do this kind of job safety analysis and permit to work system filling. You have to submit to their office. Then safety department, they will verify it, everything, the job safety analysis properly done or not, and permit to work system are properly done or not, that they will verify. Then they will give the permission for the work. So this job safety analysis very, very important for the safety people or safety professionals. So that's what you have to think more. It's a simple thing. You have to identify the hazards. You have to assess the risk, put the control measures and the responsible person. So this is the way for gasketing. This is the way for grinding. This is the way for any kind of cleaning work or crane work, forklift work, working at height. So these all comes like this. So that you have to prepare yourself. So that is the end of our today's training. Tomorrow also 3 o'clock we have a hierarchy of safety documents, 3 p.m. There is a live from our HSEMINDSETmm channels, and I will again remind you, there will be a risk assessment, detailed training, and make you perfect in that risk assessments, and you will also get practice and do that risk assessments when we have a online Zoom training on 29th, 6 o'clock Indian time. So 2 hours training, it's per person is 1,000 rupees. So if you join that one, definitely it will help you to improve your risk assessments, interactive section that is. So your risk assessment skills gets enhanced, and helps, this will help you to improve your risk assessment skills. So it is important for NIBOSH, IVOSH, OSHA. OSHA it's not there, but IVOSH, NIBOSH, you must have the risk assessment. There is a practical paper is there. You have to complete, and you have to pass the exam, means you must know the risk assessments. So for that, if you interested, you can join on 29th. So there is in our chart itself, the banners are there, and the pamphlets are there for risk assessment joining. So you can join it. So that is the end of our today's training. There will be a lot of training courses available in our channel, HSEMINDSETmm channel. It's a highly exclusive HSE content are there. So you can go and watch it in live videos, HSE trainings, and also there are HSE shorts also there. Go and enhance your career. Definitely it will, give a good chance to improve HSE side. So don't forget to watch it. Still you didn't subscribe it, share it, and like the channels also. So if you have any comments, just make the comments. Definitely I will try to answer. Thank you very much. We will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock.